Hi, Sarah. Have you decided to quit your job yet? It's been 3 months since you married my son Andrew. You need to focus on having children. The best way to do that is to quit your job and become a housewife. You know the reason you're having trouble having children? It's because you're always so tired after coming home from work.
Miss Jameson? I'm currently at work, so can we please talk about this later if it isn't urgent?
Oh, is that so?
I leave my smartphone on my desk due to work reasons. I get all sorts of messages related to work, so it's kind of distracting getting all sorts of messages from you.
Why not just quit the job?
You say that like it's so easy. I explained this before the wedding, but I can't just quit my job since I'm in an important position.
You're just complicating things, aren't you? There are probably tons of replacements for someone like you.
Actually, that's not really...
If you don't quit, you'll have to divorce, you know?
What?
It's your duty to give your husband's parents grandchildren.
You've got it wrong. You see, I eventually want to have kids too, but I can't just quit my job. Andrew understands this.
There's no way he does.
I thought he talked to you about this.
He's just being nice to you. That's not what he actually thinks. There's no way a child of mine would just forgive you being so selfish.
Selfish? But
What you're doing is selfish no matter how you look at it. The husband's wife needs to prioritize what the mother-in-law says above all else. It's not an exaggeration if I say that you're my slave.
Your slave?
If you understand, then quit your job immediately.
Hi, Andrew. Do you have a minute?
Hey, Sarah. I just checked in the hotel and was just gonna take a bath. What's wrong?
Your mother told me again to quit my job.
What, again?
She even told me that I was her slave.
That's going too far. I thought I already explained the situation to her. Every time I talk to this about her, she gets hysterical.
I see. According to her, you also actually want me to quit my job, but are just being kind to me.
What? No. I only told her what I actually felt. The company's gonna be in huge trouble if you just quit.
Yup, it really can't be helped. I explained this when I met your parents before getting married, but she must have forgotten.
Well, my mom is the kind of person who won't listen to anything a person she thinks is beneath her says. Also, both my grandmother and great-grandmother were the type to quit their jobs once they got married. So maybe she saw this and assumed this was how things were supposed to be.
That reminds me. I heard from your dad that your mom quit her job as soon as she got married.
Yup, I've heard the same story before. Apparently, Mom really wanted to get married and half-forced Dad into it. Dad at the time was just 2 years into his job, so he actually wanted Mom not to quit her job. But Mom had apparently quit by the time he found out.
So he did struggle financially, huh?
Yup. Working after hours wasn't as looked down upon as it is today, so that's how he earned the money he needed until he got promoted and obtained a stable position at the company.
I see.
We've been talking for quite a while now. You see, Dad's asked me for advice or something concerning Mom.
Your dad?
Yes, I'll explain it to you when I get home. I'll be there tomorrow, so let's talk about what we should do about her from now on as well.
Alright. Sorry for bothering you while you're busy.
It's fine. It was an important matter. You can talk to me whenever.
Okay, thanks.
Well, good night.
Good night. Miss Jameson! What are you thinking, sending a letter of resignation in my name to the company I work at?
Oh, hi Sarah. It's because you didn't seem to have the courage to quit by yourself, so I thought I would give you a push on the back.
What do you mean I didn't have the courage? I have no intention of quitting the job I have now.
But I already submitted the letter of resignation. You won't be able to stay at the company now, right? I should have done this all at the start. I wonder why I didn't think of it until now. Now I'm one step closer to being able to see my grandchildren, which means that you surrender and can't be mad anymore.
Well, no. I have no intention on quitting no matter what you do.
What?
If that's your attitude, then I understand. It's time for me to take action as well.
What? Action?
Goodbye!
Sarah, did you quit your job? Today's a weekday and yet you seem to be home. Or is it that you plan on using up your paid holidays before quitting? Sending that letter of resignation worked great. Well, I guess I better teach you how to be a housewife now.
Today's just a day off. Besides, there's no way something like that was going to be taken seriously.
What do you mean?
It was clear that that letter wasn't sent by me.
You're saying they didn't accept it?
Yup, it was sent to the shredder.
What? Do you know how much effort I put into that? That was the best one I made out of many.
It doesn't matter how much you made. They'll all go to the shredder.
Why you? Is that how you talk to your superiors?
If you want to make it like that, then I'm not sure you have the right to be so condescending while you depend on your husband to get by.
What?
It seems that Mr. Anderson has been complaining about you to my husband lately. Apparently, you're not happy with your husband's salary?
I'm the one who manages the house. Just because I'm a housewife doesn't mean I have no right to complain.
Well, I guess being a housewife has its own unique difficulties. But even if you put that into consideration, telling your husband to work overtime so that he'll earn more money, even when the company doesn't allow it anymore, is pretty unfair. In my opinion, you should just get a part-time job.
What are you saying? It's the wife's job to stay at home and protect the house, and it's the husband's job to go out and earn money.
I don't completely disagree with that idea, but there are also times when things need to be done differently. However, I do find it hard to understand why you'd be unhappy with your family's income, since your son has a job and has been supporting himself for years. And your husband, even though he doesn't work overtime anymore, is still a manager at a major company.
Quit yapping! It isn't right for the wife to argue with her mother-in-law. Our family doesn't need a good-for-nothing like you. Divorce my son as soon as possible.
Yup, I turned in my divorce papers yesterday. Along with yours too.
What? My divorce papers? What are you talking about?
Weren't you the one who suggested divorce to Mr. Jameson? You said that if he didn't start working overtime again, you'd divorce him. You even gave him a form filled out with your sign on it, right?
Huh?
Mr. Anderson couldn't do anything about it since his company doesn't allow overtime anymore. So he signed the papers as well and came with me and Andrew, who also submitted our divorce papers.
What are you talking about? That's not what I meant.
I have no idea what you were planning on doing, but it's clear that you're the one who brought up divorce to Mr. Jameson.
That's not... I only meant to...
Well, there's really no point in me getting involved. Mr. Jameson is going to hire a lawyer, so talk to him instead.
A lawyer?
Apparently, he's going to sue you for cheating on him with a male stripper.
What?
Is that why you wanted your husband to work overtime so much?
No, that's not it.
I'll give the phone to Andrew now.
Andrew?
Hi, Mom.
Andrew, you're not just going to leave me, right? It seems that you divorced Sarah, so you'll be able to support me now that your father's divorced me, right? Let's get along from now on, okay?
It's true that me and Sarah got divorced, but we got remarried right after.
What?
I just wanted to change my last name.
What? What are you talking about? There's no way my child of mine would stick with such a useless bride. She's the kind of woman to send the letter of resignation I kindly sent for her to the shredder.
About that. It's unacceptable for someone to send a letter of resignation in the name of someone else in the first place. But what are you thinking, sending the CEO's letter of resignation to the CEO?
What? The CEO's letter of resignation to the CEO?
I told you this already. But it seems either you weren't listening or you forgot already.
What do you mean?
You see, Sarah owns a company.
What?
She's the daughter of the former CEO of the company, and she inherited it a year before we got married. By the way, I work at a company, and Dad works at a client company.
So the reason why she wouldn't quit her job, no matter how many times I told her, was...
Her quitting the job would be the same as disintegrating the family. That would also mean that hundreds of people, including myself, would lose their jobs. It would impact the company Dad works at as well. Even then, you'd tell her to quit?
But she's the CEO?
Also, Sarah's pregnant now.
Really?
But we're not gonna let you meet the child.
What? Andrew?
I don't want to consider someone who insults my wife and cheats on Dad as my mother, which is why I'm cutting ties with you.
Wait!
Goodbye!
A few days later, Miss Jameson found a cheap apartment she could move into immediately and left the house. Apparently, the money she used on male strippers was taken from her and Mr. Jameson's savings account. All she got from the divorce was the money needed for a new apartment and 2 months' worth of money to live on. Not taking any alimony was probably Mr. Jameson's final form of pity to his ex-wife, who was a housewife for 30 years. But still, it's hard to begin supporting yourself after you haven't had a job for 30 years. It seems that she's having trouble at the part-time job she was finally able to find. I saw her apologizing with tears in her eyes to a high schooler a few days back. Apparently, this male stripper she was cheating on Mr. Anderson with left her, now that she has no money. Sadly, she'll probably die alone.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Mom. Do you have some time to talk? Hello, Karen. I'm with some friends right now. We're having brunch downtown. If it's about some nonsense again, can we talk later? This is an emergency. I need a little bit of time, please. Oh boy. Just because you're my daughter-in-law, it doesn't mean you can waste my time anytime you feel like it. I was just having a great time with my friends. You had to go and wreck everything. So, what's this emergency? And please make it quick. My friends are waiting for me. Yeah, sure thing. I just got a call from my younger brother, who's living with my folks, as you know. He tells me that a real estate agent came to their house to do a survey of our property. Apparently, they were there to get an estimate of the value of the property. My brother had heard nothing about any survey and thought it was strange, so he pressed the real estate guy about who exactly ordered the survey and… well, it turns out that person was you, Mom. Oh my, did they go and do that survey so soon? I told him to go there during the week when nobody was around. Those real estate guys. I wish they had at least called me in advance. Huh, right. But did you really ask for this property survey? This isn't some mistake, was it? No mistake, I ordered that survey. I was just curious how much that property was worth. Did they tell you what the estimate was? No, they didn't, but what I want to know is why you even asked for that survey. I don't understand why you would need to know how much our property is worth. Well, you have to know how much it's worth when it comes to sell. I figured that place is worth $200,000 for the property alone. So, how much did they say it was worth? Huh? We have no intention of selling that property. That's my brother's place now, and they have no plans to sell it. And where did this come from? Why would we even have to sell it? Come on, Karen. Your folks have already passed away, so I don't see any reason to keep the place, right? Better just to sell it. Didn't I just say my younger brother and his wife are still living there? Besides, why do you get to decide whether we sell the place or not? You're just my mother-in-law, for God's sake. You didn't even have the courtesy to ask us first, and just went ahead and ordered the survey. I don't like that tone of voice, Karen. Come to think of it, why do I even have to get your permission to take a survey? We're related. I'm your mother-in-law, and you are my daughter-in-law, which makes us a legitimate family. What's that got to do with my folks' place? You are really dense. As the daughter-in-law, your position in this family is way down there. So, that being the case, why do I have to ask your permission about every little thing? I'm tired of you always whining about my decisions. A very disrespectful daughter-in-law, I must say. I have always been saying this forever, but the only person in the family that's always talking about status is you. Even Robert, your son. He's always saying we're all equal. We all have the same rights. And besides, what's my parents' property have to do with our relationship? This is my family's property and nobody else's, especially you. I don't care if you're my mother-in-law. Basically, you're just a total stranger in my eyes. You have zero rights to that property, and you have zero rights to sell it. What the hell are you talking about? What my daughter-in-law owns is ours too. We're related. Have you forgotten? I'm free to do whatever I please with our property. Do you truly believe such twisted logic will pass muster? And what's more, my younger brother inherited the house, so the house and property is his. That property is neither mine nor yours. Even if I sold that house for $1 million, all that goes to is my younger brother. Simple as that. I went through all that trouble to get a survey of the place and to eventually sell it. So when that house sells, which I'm sure it will sell, well, I get all the money. Simple as that. I'll put the money to good use. Are you out of your mind? Use your common sense. That is not going to happen. Out of my mind? How disrespectful! How can you talk to your mother-in-law like that? You're the one who's being disrespectful. If my folks were still alive, they would call you a lot worse. I mean, think about it. Trying to sell someone else's property? For God's sake! This could be considered a crime. It wouldn't be a crime, simply because it's my property. Oh, that property and that huge house. Way too extravagant for a young couple like your younger brother. They should move out to a small house in the suburbs. I will renovate that house and make way better use of it. I can't seem to get through to that thick head of yours. I'm really starting to think you're a little funny in the head. No matter how much you whine about it, there is no way you're going to sell that place. You don't even have the rights to it. My brother has the deed to the house and he handles all the issues related to that place. A deed to the house? So, you people had that hidden from me. From family. I want you to hand that over to me ASAP. Hand it over? No, why would my brother even think about doing that? How many times do I have to keep repeating myself? No matter what you say, that property will not be sold, and even if it was, the money would definitely not go to you. You live at my house, and you talk to me like that? That's the thanks I get from you? Mom, you asked us to live with you. We were planning to rent a place in the city. We got married and you complained that you couldn't live alone. That you were physically unfit to get around. You made all these reasons, pleading and crying, insisting that we live with you. We had no choice but to live with you. Have you already forgotten the spectacle you made? It's a little too early for senility, don't you think? I really can't believe the despicable tone you're taking with me. It's a daughter-in-law's responsibility to her parents. She should provide all she can for them. It's been true throughout history. If you're not happy about it, feel free to move out. You are not fit to be my daughter-in-law. Yes, okay, sure. That's fine with me. We'll move out as soon as we can. If that's what you want, don't go crying back to us. I can no longer live with someone with a total lack of common sense. I'm fine with that too. You're not a part of my family anymore. Good riddance. I'll have Robert find a much better wife. Not a rude and disrespectful person like you. Don't you dare return. Don't worry, I'll never set foot in that dump again. Good morning, Mother. Just sending a note that we are completely moved out. This is the last time I'll be contacting you, so have a good life. Thanks for letting us stay with you. It was interesting. Goodbye. Hold it 1 second, Karen. Huh? Was there something else you wanted to say? I don't care that you left, but why is Robert's stuff gone too? Where is Robert anyway? Huh? Robert? Well, he's sitting right next to me. He's unpacking our stuff. Are you serious? Are you making Robert help with moving? I can't believe you're making my son, the head of the household, do such menial work. Are you out of your mind? You left on your own. What's Robert have to do with this? He's divorced and you continue to make him do your unpacking? We're not divorced. Robert moved out with me. We're going to be living together as husband and wife just as we had for the past 2 years. Did you really think we got divorced? All we did was change our address. Nothing has changed. We love each other, I assure you. What? No, that can't be. I told you to get divorced. You did tell us to get out, but this is the first time I'm hearing about divorce. Don't give me that. I want Robert back right away. He's my son. And he's my husband. And anyway, Robert said that he wants to move out with me. I can't very well refuse. He said he'd rather move out than get a divorce. You're lying. You would never say such a thing. I know my son. He would choose me over a little tramp like you. He's a kind and gentle soul. He would never hurt his mother. He would never choose you over his beloved mother. Are you nuts? Well, then I wonder why he's here with me. I mean, I didn't tie him up and haul him over against his will or anything. I showed Robert the line conversation we had the other day. To be honest, he was pretty pissed off. He said you had no common sense, said you were a total nutcase. His words, not mine. You're making that up. You probably brainwashed him to say that. You're probably holding him against his will. I always thought you were a little convening, no-good woman. I had nothing to do with it. Robert decided himself. He even found this new apartment for us. I can understand how Robert feels. I mean, if my folks tried to sell your house, Robert would hate me. Oh yeah, and if he ever found out that you were always out drinking, of course, saying it's a brunch date with friends or some such nonsense, man, he would blow his top. You definitely wouldn't see him again. How do you even know about that? I don't know what you're talking about. I heard you were out yesterday too. The men's club. Place where all those handsome guys play host to older women. Huh? Why do you even know about that? I heard it from your friend from the bridge club. Mrs. Bartlett, was it? She said you and another lady are regular customers of this men's club. I hear you poured quite a lot of money into this place. Mrs. Bartlett? Why did she tell you? Why do you even know her? About a week ago, at one of those brunch meetings, she apparently heard you complaining that your daughter-in-law was against selling that property. She was concerned and contacted me. She also told me about the same time she was taken to one of those men's clubs despite saying she had no interest in such things. What's more, she said you were spending an exorbitant amount of money, handing out cash like there was no tomorrow. Well, that was, you know. I heard it was way more than you could afford. Way more than your monthly pension can cover. Hold it! Did you plan to sell our property so you could continue going to this club? Or maybe you were paying someone in particular that you were lusting after. Or maybe you're in debt to this place. Is that it? Are you up to your ears in debt to a men's club? My God! Wow, if that's the case, you must really be in financial trouble. So what? What if I am in debt? This is my life. I can go out and do whatever I please. You, of all people, have no right to boss me around. If I'm in financial trouble, well, it's the daughter-in-law's responsibility to help me out. Don't you even understand that? I'm sorry, but am I hearing you right? Can you differentiate between what's yours and what someone else's? I mean, a kindergarten kid would even know the difference. Well, continue playing your stupid games. Things will catch up to you sooner or later. Hem and haw all you like. We want nothing to do with you. Huh? What do you mean by that? We've completely moved out, so that means we won't be paying the utility bills for your place. That also includes living expenses. So you're going to have to go grocery shopping on your own. After all, we're not living there. Why should we pay any of that, right? Oh yeah, that also means you'll have to pay for all of it with your monthly pension. If you continue at this rate, you'll fall deeply into debt. That's a given. Oh wait, you're already deep in debt, aren't you? Hold on now, Karen. You can't just stop paying all my expenses. There is no way that can be permitted. You're my daughter-in-law. You're married to my son. Yes, so what? That's just a label, which you seem to use at any time it's convenient for you. Do you really expect us to pay your expenses? And we aren't even living there. Does not make a bit of sense in my opinion, right? But then how am I going to live from now on? I'm deep in debt. I admit it. As you said, I'm in debt to that club. I just couldn't help myself. I can't pay that back with just my pension. Please, help me out here. What the hell am I supposed to do? Oh, hey, I have a great idea. Why don't you sell your house? I mean, living in one big house all alone? Yeah, but, well, actually, this house is in my sister-in-law's name. She has the deeds to the house, so I just can't sell it. My sister-in-law just lets me live here. Oh my God, really? I had no idea. You were always going on about it being such a wonderful house and that you worked so hard to get it. I figured you owned it outright. I didn't have the faintest. Does that mean you own nothing? Your monthly pension is all you have? Karen, I won't ask you to come back, but could you send a little, provide a little financial support? Not much, mind you, please. I assure you, I won't go behind your back again to sell that property, so... kind of hard to take you seriously after what you pulled. To be honest, we just moved out, so we're a little strapped for cash. So I'm sorry, but helping you is out of the question. But please! I can't live on just a pension, please! You dug this hole yourself. I really don't know what to say. You're simply going to have to dig yourself out. Oh God, is it already noon? I'd better get back to unpacking this stuff. Goodbye! After that conversation, my mother-in-law lined me non-stop, but I switched off my phone and just ignored her. Eventually, she just gave up. I heard from Mrs. Bartlett's that my mother-in-law stopped going to the men's club and focused on paying her debts. Apparently, her debts were considerable, and she just couldn't make ends meet. She eventually had to go crying to her sister-in-law. When sister-in-law found out that her debts were from going to some men's club, she really blew her top. She ended up paying off her debts, and then finding my in-law a part-time job to pay her back. Last I heard, she was working day and night to scrape by. As for me, maybe it was because of our no stress-free life. I got pregnant and we're expecting our first child by the end of the year. I feel a bit sorry for my mother-in-law, so I figured if she is able to pay off all her debts and show some remorse for her actions, then maybe I'll let her see her grandchild. Maybe it will do her a world of good to see her first grandchild.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.